Hi, I'm Coach Corey Wayne, and this is my video coaching newsletter. And the topic of today's newsletter is going to be another 3% man success story. So, this particular email is from a viewer. He shares a recent success story of a woman he just randomly bumped into on the street. He gauged her interest. She seemed interested. He made an actual date on the spot. And then he went on the date, and then as they were heading back to her hotel room, she's like, "Don't think we're having sex." And he just kind of smirked. And of course, they had the Indoor Olympics, and she said a lot of nice things afterwards. And so he's from Argentina, she's from Brazil. And so he has some questions because it looks like obviously they're going to be a little long distance there. So let's go through his email. Dear Coach Corey Wayne, I hope this message finds you well. Boy, have I been waiting to write this email. Quick context. I've read your work so much that I can now listen to your podcasts and predict exactly what you're going to say before you speak. I do this every week to practice and stay sharp. It's been a long journey, but I never gave up. When I feel like doing so, I always came back to your work because the success stories always kept the fire burning inside of me. And I told myself, if that Bob could do it, this Bob can. True. Long story short, it all started with a random street encounter using the most undervalued sentence in history. Hi, what's your name? Well, Jessica, it's nice to meet you. I made a date on the spot for the following day. Fast forward 2 days, and this beautiful, interesting Brazilian woman was telling me in the elevator on the way to her hotel room, "Just so you know, we aren't going to have sex tonight. I'm just not quite ready for that yet. I barely know you." Translation, that means, we're going to have sex tonight as long as you don't talk me out of it. I replied nonchalantly, "Hey, your house, your rules. It's fine by me. No worries." Inside, however, I thought, you've just given your hand away and you don't even know it. It's the Indoor Olympics tonight. Needless to say, she was panting and asking me to get a condom a short while later. Being a 3% man can almost feel too easy and predictable sometimes. Well, that's the whole point, is you want to get to the point. If you know this book so well, you could teach a class on it, and you practice it enough, then you're going to see just how easy to understand and predictable women are. You can literally set your watch to it. Women are as predictable as the sun coming up in the east and setting in the west if you know what to look for and you understand how they operate and what motivates them. And obviously the book tells you that. And if you're new and you haven't read it and you're like, what does that fucking guy know? If you read what's in my book and you apply it, you'll get better results than you're getting. And if you're skeptical, you can read it for free on my website. Just go to understandingrelationships.com. You'll see the email sign up box in the upper right hand corner. If you're on a desktop, if you're on a mobile device, it'll be the first thing that you see. Put your name, your email, create a password. As soon as you hit enter, the book will open up right in your web browser. You can read it right there. So you have no reason not to learn this stuff. I even let you read the book for free. You get to try before you buy. Once you see how well it works, then you can go buy an audiobook, a Kindle, paperback, hardcover. So back to our email. He says, after she came like a waterfall, she started laughing nonstop like a child. When I asked what was so funny, she replied, "I can't believe what just happened. This has never happened to me before. I just met you 2 days ago. This is all too crazy. No one ever did this." Well, so from her perspective, she got the experience like a romance novel or what you see in a movie. Randomly bumping into a stranger on the street, there was chemistry and attraction. A day later, there's a date. And then that evening, they're hanging out, having fun, and hooking up together. And she didn't expect it because most guys don't have any game. Now, is that the only person she's ever said that to? Maybe, maybe not. But they clearly don't say it very often to most guys because the average guy just doesn't get it. So if you apply what's in the book, you can get to the promised land a lot quicker. Like, obviously, I guess in this case, he was on vacation, so it's not like you're going to take her number and call her 3 or 4 days later or a week later or whatever it happens to be. It's like you're making a date on the spot because you're going to be going back home. So he says, I didn't reply out loud, but I'm writing this email to tell you my instant thought. A 3% man just happened to you, baby. I kid you not, coach. I'm afraid of going to sleep thinking I could wake up tomorrow and this was only a dream. Well, this is reality. The book gives you the cheat codes to life. Pretty simple. To all my fellow Bobs out there who haven't had their success story yet, do not give up. Know that I've been on the other side of this email so many times you cannot even imagine. Feeling like giving up each and every time. That's why you just got to keep moving forward. Like Andy Andrews said, you have to persist without exception. Persist without exception. Stick to our 3% fundamentals, practice, and keep going. Your perfect Jessica is waiting for you on the next corner. Believe, God bless you in your journey, coach. The world is a better place with you in it. Well, I appreciate the kind words. A quick question while we're at it. She's moving back to live in Brazil after her travels, and I am moving back to Argentina to work on my company. Okay, so I don't know where they actually were then. They were traveling together. Both of them live in South America. I don't know if they were in the States or in Europe or wherever. He says, should I invite her to visit me? Absolutely. Well, when you get back, I mean, if you're still on vacation, I mean, it looks like he's already gone back. But when you get back home, I would reach out to her and tell her you'd love to see her. And then for the first one, I would go visit her in her country. Brazil's beautiful. Brazilians do it better in some ways. It's a fun place to visit. It's like supermodel, beautiful women just on every fucking corner. They're everywhere. They're walking all over the place. Never seen anything like it. Plus, there's hills and mountains, and they're walking in high heels and their jeans up and down the mountains and the hills all day, every day. And they have beautiful bodies, beautiful figures, beautiful legs. So I think it's a great place. But I would definitely get on do like a FaceTime video chat and say, I want to see you. And if she's back in her country, go see her. If she still hasn't moved back, maybe you invite her to see you, or you maybe go meet up with her. But ideally, if you're going to do long distance, and if you're obviously the guy should go visit first to make her feel safe. I mean, you already spent some time together, but in this case, I would still go visit her in Brazil because if you haven't been there, it's beautiful. Women are beautiful. It's just a great place. So I would do that the first time, and then the next time she comes to see you. And then once you kind of get in a groove, then like 1 month you travel, the next month she travels. Ideally, you want to see each other at least once a month. And with you alternating, that means over the course of a year, you travel 6 times and she travels 6 times. Should I invite her to visit me? Yes. Or wait for her to invite me? Nope. You're the man. You're the leader. You're supposed to make things happen. How do I handle this situation long distance? Or should I do nothing? Appreciate wisdom here, coach. So in between the times you guys see each other, I would do at least 1 video date per week, which is an actual date. You know, obviously you can't be together in person all the time. So you're going to do it on your computer or your phone and have some wine or some cachaça? I think that's how you say that. Or some kind of cocktail, have dinner together, just like it would be a regular date. And that way you keep the bond alive. And then in the meantime, she'll be texting you and stuff in between. But once a week, I would do a video date with her. And like I said, once a month, you should travel to see her. The next month, she should travel to see you. But starting it off, you should go visit her first. That's the best way to do it. Worked great for me when I was dating internationally. And every client that's followed that, it works pretty good. But eventually, somebody's going to have to move if you guys are going to be together long term. So that's something to consider as well. But it was a great, nice little success story. So if you got a question or challenge and you'd like to get my help, go to understandingrelationships.com, click the coaching tab at the top of your screen on any page of my website, and book a coaching session with yours truly. If you haven't already signed up for our exclusive premium members-only content, in the video description of this video, there are links to join on YouTube, or you can join on Spotify or our website, understandingrelationships.com. Just click the plans tab when you get there. With the website, you can do a 7-day free trial to check out what content you get for your money. And if you choose an annual plan, you can get a 25% discount at the end of the 7-day free trial. So go to understandingrelationships.com, click the plans tab, sign up for a free trial for our premium content. And until next time, I will talk to you soon.